Have you ever walked into your own home, into a room you use every day, and felt an inexplicable heaviness in the air? A subtle chill that has nothing to do with the temperature. We are quick to dismiss these feelings. We tell ourselves it's just fatigue, a draft from a window, or our imagination running wild. But what if that feeling isn't coming from inside your mind, but from an object sitting quietly in the corner? What if the peace of your sanctuary is being silently disturbed by items that act as anchors for energies that do not serve you? This is not about superstition. It is about awareness. Your home is not merely a collection of things. It is a living, breathing, energetic field. And some objects, due to their history, their condition, or their emotional attachments, can hold and radiate frequencies that drain your vitality and cloud your spirit. Today, we will embark on a transformative journey together. We will not look for ghosts in the shadows. Instead, we will shine a light of consciousness on 7 specific types of objects that disrupt the harmony of your personal space. You will learn to identify them, understand the profound reason why they affect you, and find the clarity to decide what truly belongs in your life. Before we begin, I want to invite you to declare your intention. In the comments below, simply write TS, my home, my sanctuary. Let this be your first step, a conscious choice to reclaim your space and your peace. And by typing these words, you are joining a community of souls who are also choosing to live with greater awareness and intention. Let's begin. If this journey of creating a conscious living space resonates with you, I invite you to join our growing community. By subscribing, you are not just getting information, you are connecting with a path of deeper awareness and inner peace. Take a moment to join us, and let's continue this vital work together. The first type of object that holds a disruptive frequency is anything that is broken or damaged beyond repair. Think of that chipped coffee mug you still drink from, that cracked mirror hanging in the hallway, or that piece of furniture with a deep, splintered gash. You see it every day. You might even tell yourself it has character. But look deeper. When you gaze into that mirror, you don't just see your face, you see a fractured reflection. Every glance reinforces an image of brokenness, of something that is not whole. Ancient wisdom teaches us that our external world is a direct mirror of our internal state. When you surround yourself with objects that are fragmented, you are unconsciously inviting that same energy of fragmentation into your own life. An object in a state of disrepair is in a constant state of wrongness. It is not fulfilling its intended purpose. It holds the energy of its own trauma, the moment it broke, and it continually radiates that discordant frequency into your space. You wouldn't choose to live with a constant, low-level alarm bell ringing, yet a broken object is its energetic equivalent. It subtly tells your subconscious mind that it's okay to accept things that are incomplete, damaged, and not functioning at their highest potential. Releasing these items is an act of profound self-respect. It is a declaration that you deserve wholeness, both in your home and within yourself. The second energetic anchor to be aware of are as objects with a heavy or unknown history. Picture that antique watch from a flea market, or that old portrait you found in a dusty shop. You were drawn to its beauty, its history, but you have no real connection to its story. Who owned it before you? What joys, what sorrows, what deep emotions were poured into this item day after day, year after year? From a space of deep awareness, we find that objects, especially those made from natural materials like wood, metal, or stone, are porous to energy. They are silent witnesses, absorbing the intense emotional residue of their environment and their owners. You may bring an object into your home for its aesthetic appeal, but you are also unknowingly inviting its entire energetic lineage. If it belonged to someone who experienced great grief, despair, or anger, those vibrations remain imprinted within its very structure. It's like a recording that plays on a loop just below the threshold of your hearing, influencing the emotional climate of your home. You may find yourself feeling a baseless sadness or an unexplainable tension in the room where it resides. This is not a curse, it is an echo, To create a true sanctuary, you must be the conscious curator of its energy. If an object's history is a mystery, it may be a story that your spirit does not need to hear. Let it go, and fill that space with things that tell your own story of peace. Third on our path of awareness are us as gifts tied to painful or unhealthy relationships. Look around your space. Is there an object given to you by a toxic family member, a manipulative ex, partner, or a friend with whom you had a bitter falling out? Perhaps it's a beautiful vase, a book, or a piece of jewelry. You keep it because it was a gift, perhaps out of guilt or a lingering sense of obligation. But you must ask yourself, when you look at it, what do you truly feel? Does it bring you a rush of joy, or does it trigger a subtle pang in your heart, a shadow of the pain you once endured? The laws of nature itself reveal that energy follows intention. A gift is not just a physical thing. It is a vessel for the energy and intention of the giver at the moment it was given. An item received from a place of control, insincerity, or emotional turmoil becomes an energetic tether, a direct line back to that source of negativity. Every time your eyes fall upon it, that connection is reinforced, anchoring you to a past that you need to heal from and release. It keeps the wound open, silently preventing you from moving forward into the freedom you deserve. Releasing this object is not an act of disrespect to the past. It is a profound act of liberation for your future. You are cutting the cord, and in its place, creating space for relationships built on true love and mutual respect. The fourth category to examine with conscious eyes are F's items that depict scenes of suffering, violence, or chaos. This may seem obvious, but its impact is deeper than you think. Consider the art on your walls, the sculptures on your shelves. Do they show battles, anguished figures, or scenes of turmoil? We often appreciate such pieces for their historical significance or their artistic merit, but we rarely consider the frequency they are broadcasting into our home 24 hours a day. Your subconscious mind processes everything it sees. It does not distinguish between a real event and a depiction of an event. When you constantly surround yourself with imagery of conflict and distress, you are bathing your own energetic field in those very vibrations. It creates a subtle but persistent undercurrent of tension and anxiety in your environment. Think of your home as a garden. You would not plant seeds of thorns and expect to harvest soft petals. Similarly, you cannot plant images of chaos and expect to cultivate an atmosphere of peace. What you focus on, you energize. By choosing to surround yourself with art and objects that reflect harmony, serenity, and the beauty of life, you are actively programming your space and your own mind for tranquility. This is not about censorship. It is about conscious curation of your mental and emotional diet. The fifth type of object that diminishes the life force in your home is Zaz's dead or dying plants. Dosessen, walk through your home and look honestly at your houseplants. Are there pots filled with dry, brittle sticks? Are there vases holding bouquets that have long since wilted, their petals brown and crumbling? We often keep them out of neglect or a faint hope they might revive, or because we simply stop seeing them. In the language of energy, there is no more powerful symbol of life force, of vitality, than a thriving green plant. It is the embodiment of growth, renewal, and connection to the earth. A dead or dying plant is the exact opposite. It is an emblem of decay, stagnation, and neglected life. To keep it in your living space is to hold a constant, physical reminder of decline. It creates a pocket of stagnant energy, an area where vitality is absent. Your home should be a source of nourishment and regeneration for your spirit. It should be filled with things that make you feel alive. Thank the plant for the beauty it once brought, and return it to the earth, replacing it with a new, vibrant plant is one of the quickest and most powerful ways to instantly uplift the energy of a room and signal to the universe and to yourself your commitment to growth and vitality. Sixth, we must consider rare inherited items that you keep purely out of obligation or guilt. This is a delicate but crucial one. Perhaps it's your grandmother's vast collection of porcelain dolls that you find unsettling, or a heavy, dark piece of furniture that doesn't fit your style, but you feel you must keep to honor a relative's memory. You walk past it every day, and a small part of you winces. It does not bring you joy, it brings you a sense of burden. From a place of deep compassion, we must understand that true honor for our ancestors comes from living our own lives with joy and authenticity, not by turning our homes into museums of their possessions out of a sense of duty. When you keep an object that you dislike, it becomes a physical monument to your own resentment. Its energy is one of constriction, of unspoken protest. You are allowing the unresolved attachments of the past to dictate the harmony of your present. The most loving thing you can do is to release the item. Take a photograph to honor the memory, and let the object itself go to someone who will genuinely cherish it. By doing this, you are not dishonoring your loved one. You are honoring the sacredness of your own peace. You are choosing to fill your home only with what makes your own spirit sing. Finally, the seventh and perhaps most pervasive disruptor of harmony is pervasive clutter. Clutter is not just a collection of disorganized things. It is the physical manifestation of stagnant energy. Look at the piles of old mail, the clothes that no longer fit, the projects you started but never finished, the so-called junk drawer that has become a junk closet. Each one of those items represents a postponed decision. The laws of nature teach us that energy must flow. A river that stops flowing becomes a stagnant swamp. In the same way, the energy in your home, the chi, the prana, the life force, must be able to move freely. Clutter acts like a dam, blocking this flow, creating pools of dense, heavy energy that lead to feelings of fatigue, procrastination, and overwhelm. When you cannot find your keys, it is a minor frustration. When your entire environment is cluttered, that feeling of being stuck and unable to move forward begins to seep into every area of your life. The act of clearing clutter is therefore one of the most powerful spiritual practices you can undertake. With every item you release, you are not just cleaning your home, you are clearing your mind. You are releasing the past. You are making space for new opportunities and fresh energy to flow into your life. Your home is more than just walls and a roof. It is the outer expression of your inner world. Clearing these 7 types of objects is not an exercise in fear or superstition. It is a profound act of self-love. It is a conscious choice to become the master of your own environment, to create a space that doesn't drain you, but deeply nourishes and supports you. You have the power to transform your home into a sanctuary, a place of clarity, peace, and vibrant energy, a place where your soul can truly rest and be restored. This journey to a sacred space begins not with a grand gesture, but with a single, conscious choice, and then another and another. It begins with picking up one broken object and deciding you are worthy of wholeness. If you are committed to walking this path of awareness and transforming your life by transforming your space, your journey does not end here. By subscribing to this channel, you are making a promise to yourself, a promise to continue learning, growing, and cultivating a life of intention and peace. Join us, and let this be the beginning of a more harmonious life.